Hi, this is Brad Linder with Liliputing, and I have here a Barnes & Noble NOOK Tablet which has been rooted, which enables me to install alternate applications from the Android market. And that includes an application called OnLive, which lets you stream video games over the internet. So for instance, we're streaming right now Harry Potter, Lego Harry Potter years 1 through 4. And this game is not downloaded to the device, instead it's running on a remote server, and you can see that the graphics look pretty good as long as you have a fast internet connection. It's a little bit of stuttering, but you can use the on-screen controls to control the game. There's, depending on the device that you're running, you can also use a wireless controller. The Barnes & Noble NOOK Tablet doesn't have a Bluetooth connection, or at least not one that's available, which means that you're not going to be able to use a wireless controller with it. But with other Android phones and tablets, you may be able to use a $50 controller. OnLive is also available now for iPhone and iPad, and the service is also available on select. Well, if you have a set-top box that works with it, you can buy one from OnLive, or we're going to start seeing some TVs with the online service built in as well. So we haven't quite gotten to the point where we can actually play anything yet. Here, is there a way to skip? So you can see there is a little bit of stuttering. It feels a little bit like when you're watching satellite television sometimes. There are multiple ways to pay for the games. We're actually playing a 30-minute free trial here, and a lot of games have 30-minute free trials available. If you want to play for longer, you can purchase 3-day passes, 5-day passes, or purchase a game outright and then be able to play it any time. This particular game, I think it's $6 for a 5-day pass and $20 for a full purchase. And there's a surprisingly large amount of previewing going on here before we get to the point where we can actually play anything. But this does give you an idea of what the video quality is. Now, I've also played this game, the iPhone version of this game, and it's pretty similar, but the graphics are significantly better when you're playing it the console version of the game. Although, again, the internet connection can be a little bit wonky at times. So you can see we can control, we can jump. We change the camera angles. Okay, well, you get an idea of what the gameplay looks like now. Let's go back to the OnLive menu. And first, let's say exit game. And so there's on-screen controls here. We have a choice to purchase the game if we like. And let's go back to the marketplace where we can see other games. And from here you can also see Lego Harry Potter years 5 through 7, The Maw, Virtua Tennis 2009, Flock, Ares, Steel Storm, The Ball, Puzzle Quest, Future Wars, and so forth. So these are just some of the games that you can play. Lego Batman, Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light, Dirt 3, and so forth. And that's in the featured section. There's also specials, new releases, and so forth. So let's see what's in new releases. There's Fallout Tactics, Assassin's Creed, Revelations. Now these games are a little bit more expensive. So for instance, It's $40 to purchase Assassin's Creed outright, and there's no shorter passes. So the prices are going to vary from game to game. Now, in addition to playing games, you can also go to the arena and watch as other people play. Sort of video games as a spectator sport. And these will be people who are playing either on mobile devices or on set-top boxes or other platforms. And if we leave the arena, you can also go to the showcase to find more information, brag clips where you can show clips of your exploits. You can add friends, adjust your profile, view a list of your games, see the last played game, and so forth. So overall, it's a pretty interesting experience. The fact that everything is streaming over the internet, though, definitely makes the quality a little bit subpar at times. You get a little bit of pixelation, like you're watching on a bad antenna or a bad satellite connection sometimes. But when things move smoothly, they move very nicely, and it can be one of the only ways to really get some of these console quality video games on a mobile device that runs Android or iOS. And it's definitely one of the cheapest ways to play some of these games, especially if you, for instance, purchase a play pack for $10 a month. You can play, it's almost like Netflix for games, where you can play a series of older games. And you can see the play pack option here. And there are a lot of games actually available in play pack. So I just wanted to show you what that looks like running on the NOOK Tablet. It's also available for other Android devices. This is just one of the first ones that I happen to have handy to try it out on, and I was able to download and install it from the Android market without any problems. You'd need a rooted NOOK tablet if you want to try that, but if you have a standard Android tablet that has Android market access, you should be able to run this just fine. So this is Brad Linder with Liliputing, taking a look at OnLive, the streaming video game service, which launched recently and is now available for Android and iOS.